but I named it as Angel Downs a Drone. Okay. Reason why I say I don't know is a fact because I wasn't there. Now, what would some of you that haven't been here a while think, how does he have a clue what an angel looks like? It's a long story, but for the last 15 years, they've been coming to me. Oh my God, he said angels was coming to him. He's a nut. No, what happens is that I first started seeing them above the mountains down in New Mexico when I was down there. And it went on every night for 2 weeks while I was camping with some other people there up on top looking across the other mountains in the distance. They started showing up every night, doing interesting things. Then when I moved back home here, I started going down to the beach after sunset. And I started having these white orbs about the size of a Volkswagen, maybe a little bit smaller, sometimes maybe a little bit bigger, but that's on the average. A white ball of light showing up right in front of me. And and when I say right in front, I mean like 50 to 100 feet, maybe 150 feet at the most. Many, many, many times I would take Miss Kim and her daughter and other people and say, let's go to the beach and look at angels. And we'd head out and go to the beach. And some would go down. We'd sit there and wait and be patient, looking around. Bam! They would show up not over yonder, not down yonder, not back yonder necessarily. Most of the time, they show up directly right in front of me, right where I'm looking. I've had them fly over my head. I've had them seen them cast a lightning bolt into the ocean. I've seen them flash and light up everything. On the last show we did, I tried to explain all this in high detail because I want you to know the attributes, meaning the behaviors of an angel, so that when you see one, you'll know what that is compared to the deceptions that are going on. Because there are things that are in the heavens right now that are pretending to be angels because they want to muddy the water and they don't want you to realize that there's actually angels here too. I'm not going to tell you whether they're good or bad angels. I don't know. I do know they've come to me a number of times, probably at this point, it's hard to say, but say 75 to 100. Number of angels past 200 at this point. So, with that being said, let's look at the video that says Angel Downs a Drone. I don't know if they're good or bad, but I'm going to tell you what I think we just seen. If you look at the video carefully, you can tell that the drone moves into the light orb. It goes to the light orb and runs into it. So whoever the drone operator was, or maybe they're all run by AI, I don't know. But for whatever reason, that drone decided to, let's test out this ball of light and see what happens. And so I don't think, from looking at the footage over and over, I don't think that the bright white and round all about, although a little red looking, like it was maybe signaling danger, because all things in this world use colors and the color code, you might say, in order to signify their current status, you might say. Like if I'm red in the face, I'm probably mad. Or if you see a snake that's got red on it, it's probably something you shouldn't touch. And the whole world goes like that, and it's no different for the heavens. Okay. So what did we just see? We seen a drone fly into what I think is, I wasn't there, so I can't say for 100% for sure. But it looks like a drone tested an orb, an angel orb, to see what would happen when it touched it. Angels are pure light. They're plasmatic. They exist inside, in my belief, a toroidal field. And just like the Ark of the Covenant, you can't touch it or it'll kill you. And so what I think is it just scrambled the brains of that drone basically when it flew into it. Um, I've never tried to uh, approach or touch any of the angels that I've seen, but I can say that I've seen one night. I was standing there in front of the ocean after sunset. This is a normal thing a lot of times because the book of Daniel talks about Daniel standing by the water and the angels appearing over the water right after sunset. Moses on top of the mountains, it was at nighttime after the sunset. And so there's kind of some logical reasoning there, potentially at least. And so I seen one night, and I've told the story before, but it's relevant. And that's why I'm telling it. It's because we need to be able to try to use everything we have. And I'm an asset to y'all guys. I seen one appear in front of me on the water, probably about, at the most, about 75 feet in front of me. It appeared just above the waves where the waves were crashing. It appeared, it was only there for a second or two, and then it started to fade. Right when it started to fade, an electrical arc struck the ocean. I didn't hear no crack like lightning, but I seen the arc strike the ocean. That taught me something about angels. Another night, I was standing in the exact same spot, just a different night, and I was looking up, looking around, and I had to be kind of looking up like this. And one came from behind me, flying fast, and it went over my head about 25 feet above me. And sparks floated down as it went. I seen the sparks. This tells me it's plasmatic. It's, you could use the word electrical. These are the words we have, right? So we're going to have to use the words we got. I'm sure the proper word would be much more amazing. But they're electrical, they're plasmatic, they're pure energy. They're not physical like us, okay? Even though we're similar in some ways because we are electrical too, and blah, 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 but that's a whole other story. Um, so that's part of why I say that drones cannot touch angels, and neither can people.